Destructo, and I got my best buddy Bucko on the camera. We're coming at you with the Emerson Wave feature on the Spyderco Endura Trainer. Doing a BAC collaboration with my man wympyr. Now for wympyr, I see a lot of experts, ton of experts talking about edge weapons, defense, and even offense. But I never see anyone talking really a lot about changing levels unless it's talking about heaven sticks. I want everyone to start learning about changing levels first and foremost, so then we can go into our second BAC about angles. We don't want to retreat. If we have to use our edge weapon in defense, we don't want to retreat. We want to go forward. We want to go forward on angles because that's not what our adversary wants. But first and foremost, number one, we have to learn about changing levels. On changing levels, if someone sticks their hand out to grab us, sticks their fist out in a jab, we want to be able to snap that real quick. Bang! We snap, there's 1, 2. We always change levels because our adversary is not thinking about defense. They are strictly thinking about offense at that moment. We pop our knife out, bang, bang. We take away the threat, 1, and then we take away our threat's mobility, number 2. If they go in reaching down low, bang. We snap down low, we take away the threat, and then we take away the threat's bicep, his ability to take that arm away or reuse that threat. We want to change levels. We want to change levels on our attack. We want to change levels on our defense. All the time. All the time we got to change levels. If you got that, I appreciate it. We can do it also in reverse. If we go ahead and take from our pocket being strong side, using our Emerson opening. If we go to weak side, go ahead and get it in there. Come up high. There's our reverse grip. Same thing, high, low, stab that quadricep, rip it out. Or low, snap it out. To high, bicep. We just turn the blade, hit that bicep. Fantastic. I appreciate your time. Check it out, wympyr's channel. Thank you.
Hello, this is wympyr, and I'm going to be showing today some techniques that go along with what Destructo had just showed us. Back when I was an assistant coach for an MMA team, one of the other coaches was this really big guy. Actually, some of his fights are on YouTube, by the way. This guy was a Marine, and he told me about one of the instances where he had to use a knife in a self-defense situation. He was in a very bad neighborhood, and I think he was at the grocery store, and it occurred at the parking lot. Some dude was trying to take his wallet. He took out his knife and sliced the guy's arm, and he said that a huge flap he made a huge flap just flop over after he cut the guy's arm, and both of them were like, oh my gosh, their eyes widened up, and they're both looking at each other. And he said the guy just ran off after that, and he was just like okay, that's great, I survived or whatever. So anyway, that is the whole idea of what I'm about to show you. Is in a self-defense situation, you want to just cut the guy and basically create the distance to run. Okay, so here are 2 techniques that I want to show you. Okay, the first one is this, 1, and then the second one goes like this, number 2. So the free hand is at the bottom right here, and then the blade hand is on top, so just go 1, kind of a gunting motion, and then number 2, the free hand is on the bottom, goes like this, alright? Number 2. That's all it is. Just 2 moves, super simple, super basic, but it's going to get complicated, alright? Basically, the free hand, this motion right here, is going to show you where your opponent is and where you are and what you're going to be doing. Actually, this hand right here is going to be pushing your opponent, and you're going to be moving off at an angle. So your opponent is right here, okay? So this is right against like their shoulder, their arm, or even like their hip area. Okay, so this is what we're doing right here. So I'm pushing off this way, and I'm coming out this way like this, okay? So this is your first cut right here. The second one, this hand right here is going to let you know, once again, the hand is scooping him this way as I'm moving away. So I don't necessarily imagine that I'm going to scoop a 200-pound guy. Alright, I'm moving myself off of the guy as the knife comes this way and cuts him. Okay, so both of these techniques, I am passing at an angle. Alright, so once again, the knife right here, it goes 1. This hand comes in and I pull, and I bring the knife here and I cut. Okay, so once again, 1 and 2. Alright, now what I'm actually doing is I'm adding footwork. Okay, so as I pass right here, go ahead and take a step. You want to take a step forward. It almost doesn't matter which leg that you take a step with, just because you need to be able to do both. Alright, so practice taking a step forward, alright, with either foot. Okay, and you want to go off at an angle. You're passing by them and heading towards their back. Now, to take it one more level further, alright, first, like I said, just practice this still. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Just practice that over and over. The second step, like I said, is add the footwork where you actually come in, alright? Add that. The third step is, in reality, you're going to be running, okay? You are going to be running. So, we want to be able to come in right here. So you're like this, and then you're moving around, okay, circling, whatever. And then you get your opportunity, you come in and you take off. Alright, so right here you could be surrounded by multiple guys, 3 guys or whatever. You see the opening, boom, and you should be running out. Create that opening and get the hell out of there. That's what this technique is for. Okay, so in order to practice that, this is what I want you to do. Get in your fighting stance and circle around. Okay, take 5 steps. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then when you do 5, okay, that's when you do the technique. Do the technique. I don't care which one. Do one of them, this one or this one, and then go back to circling. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Boom. All right. So do that. I can't circle here because I need to stay in the camera, but or you could just kind of like jog in place, kind of like the way I did now.